Alright, everybody. So, welcome to my vlog. So, this is the first time that I'll be featuring something about food here in my vlog. So, yan guys. Kinakabahan ako. Kahit walang nanonood. Ano ba yan? Hahaha. Anyway, ayan. So, nakita nyo, ang dami nating pagkain, ang dami nating food dito sa harapan. So, these meals are actually from Empanada Nation. Yay! Siyempre, diba, what is Empanada Nation without empanadas? So, yan, guys. So, but for today, for my special vlog, for today, we will be talking about, of course, Empanada Nation and about visions and dreams. So, bakit ko nga ba naisip to actually talk about dreams, visions, diba? Or, syempre lahat naman tayo may dreams. There are things that we wanted to achieve. And, naisip ko lang din siya i-share while doing a review of these meals. Kasi parang it's kind of related, lalo na sa panahon ngayon. So, yun. So, Empanada Nation, guys. Ayan. Empanada Nation wouldn't be here without your empanada. So, these meals, medyo rinihit ko na siya. So, kaya medyo different na itsura niya. Of course, you have your empanadas. So, guys, here, look at that. So, inhinit ko lang siya ulit. So, medyo iba na yung itsura niya than the original. But there are two kinds of empanadas, guys. So, first is the, malinis kamay ko, saka ko naman kakain, is the, of course, the batak empanada that we all know. Ito yung familiar tayo na color orange. And then you have the vegan empanada. There you go. Yun yung color yellow. It comes in 2 pieces. So, what are the difference between batak empanada and vegan empanada? Yung batak, fresh yung loob niya. Fresh papaya, tapos saka siya prito. Yung difference niya with vegan is ginisa na yung loob niya or gisado bago siya prito. So, yan guys. Ayan. So, yung Empanada Nation, it actually started around 8 years ago. So, actually, the first time that I heard about Empanada Nation is actually through my mom. Yung mom ko kasi, favorite niya talaga yung crispy dinuguan. Then, I didn't know pa na actually, the one who started it or now who's running it, si Lace, is the sister of my close friend. So, parang recent, parang kailan ko lang din siya nalaman. Then, the backstory behind it. Kaya parang related din with dreams, vision. It's actually her dream to have her own restaurant. So, nakatuwa kasi parang 8 years down the line, Empanada Nation already have 8 existing branches and 1 kiosk. Tapos, we're very blessed na these are open now. Even though there's a pandemic. So guys, support natin yung local, especially now guys, everybody is still struggling. So support local talaga tayo. So yan guys, tikman natin yung empanadas. So start tayo with batak. So alam nyo guys, speaking of empanadas, we have our empana dance, guys. So, yan guys, kahit tapos na yung pa-contest namin in TikTok, guys, you can still do it that on our TikTok account. So, napakadali lang ng aming empanadas. So, ako naman kakain nito. So, hawakan nyo lang. So, ganito lang siya, guys. So, single, double, single, double, at your head. Ganun lang. Tapos, you do ikot. So, speaking of ikot-ikot, syempre guys, yung empanadas, they're best eaten with your hands. So, pag outside ng bahay, dapat guys, may lalagyanan kayo kasi hindi talaga hygienic. But since sa bahay lang naman ako, I'll eat it with my bare hands. So, yan guys, paparinig ko sa inyo. Ang gano'n ka crispy. Actually, rinihit ko na to guys, ah. Crispy pa rin siya. And then, it wouldn't be complete without your sukang eloko. So, lagyan natin ng sukang eloko. Actually, masarap pa rin siya kahit rinihit ko siya. Tapos, crispy pa din. Grabe, wala na akong arte-arte, diba? Kasi I love food. Guys, sobrang certified foodie talaga ako. Kahit sabihin nyo, I do a lot of beauty content, fashion content. Parang food talaga is something that's very close to my heart. And speaking of things that are close in our heart, syempre, yung mga dreams kasi natin, guys, usually talaga, these are the things that are, hindi naman natin siya magiging vision or magiging dream kung hindi siya close sa heart natin. So, with me, one of my biggest dreams or vision talaga is to own a studio. I've always to own a studio. I've always to own a studio. Naiyak ako. I've always wanted to have a studio. As in, dream ko talaga. Sarap. Yun lang. Dream ko talaga magka-studio. As in before, gusto ko lang dance studio. Kasi I've always been dancing. Pero, the Lord allowed that dream to, parang mamatay and not to happen because I quit dancing 3 years ago. I still dance ngayon, TikTok dances. I mean, I can still dance, but really like dancing. I quit dancing 3 years ago for so many reasons. Of course, I was super heartbroken when I quit dancing. Ay, sobrang love ko talaga mag-dance. Tapos, sobrang love ko mag-dance. Tapos parang my whole life has been revolving around dance. My work is dance-related. My dance ministry, sa church, parang everything is about dance. Then suddenly, nawala. So, I felt like, parang, okay, Lord, saan na tayo? And then, I realized that the Lord really allowed that to happen because He has greater plans pala for me. He has bigger plans for me. And little did I know that, 3 years down the line, the Lord will open up opportunities for me na hindi lang pala dance, but parang arts in itself. And kaya now, parang the reason why I'm into blogging, parang into content creation, and really becoming a brand and PR consultant, doing all this marketing stuff. So, parang ang galing lang na if hindi ko pala naranasan yung heartbreak na yun of quitting dance and everything that comes with it. Parang hindi ko pala siya madidiscover. Parang naalala ko lang din yung story behind Empanada. Parang si Lace, yung sister nga ng friend ko, is also the owner of Empanada Nation. Parang nandun siya sa time ng life niya na parang nag-quit siya from her 5 years career in hotel, tapos wala siya ginagawa. Then, that's when the opportunity to start Empanada Nation started. So, parang galing, no? Minsan talaga yung mga heartbreaks natin, yung mga things na it doesn't feel like so nice. Doon talaga natin makikita yung mga bagay or yung mga plans pala ni Lord for us. So, yan. Speaking of empanada, ito naman. Vegan. Empanada. Ito naman, favorite ng friend ko. Si Wee. Yan, favorite niya yung vegan. Ako, I like batak. Siya naman gusto niya vegan. Diba? So, yun. And dreams, passions. Parang, syempre, diba, even with their jobs, like yung course natin ng college, minsan siguro feeling natin napigilan or napilitan lang tayo to actually enter that course. Pero, honestly, wala talagang accident. Parang, ako, diba, dream ko talaga maging dancer. Parang, ever since, first dream ko is to become a doctor. Then, eventually, gusto ko yung dance. Like, I wanna have my own studio, wanna have my own dance company, and all that. But, my course in college is actually psychology and marketing management. So, tawag nga namin nung college ko. Kasi I've been dancing all college life, all those. So, parang, major in dance, minor, kung ano man yung course namin. And, realize ko na it wasn't a accident for me to actually get into that course kasi parang lahat nga ng job ko ever since, kahit sa org, parang marketing related, tapos I find joy talaga doing creatives, doing strategies, doing marketing stats, doing graphics, creatives, videos, production, and syempre, public relations, relating to people, relating to your audience. So, ang galing kasi parang, yun nga, kahit artist ka, syempre, like, when you create art, diba? Parang it's nice to be able to share it to an audience. So, it's really nice, diba? Na parang it's meant to be shared. Art is meant to be shared. And it's something that you have to, hindi lang for yourself, but it's for everybody. So, nakakatawa when we talk about stories. And yung mga anecdotes talaga about how things started, nakaka-bless when you hear that. Kasi, na-inspire ka. So, if you feel like, if you're someone and you feel like your dreams, your vision are not coming together, don't be discouraged. You have to pray. And you have to make sure that that vision and that dream is actually from God. Kasi parang, syempre kung hindi galing kay Lord, syempre mumuya ako, no? At kung hindi galing kay Lord yung dreams mo or yung vision mo, parang, hindi mo talaga alam kung ano yung direction nun. And it will really be crazy, guys. And, yeah, even me, when I was still dancing, I'm not saying naman it's not God's plan for me. I mean, I know it's part of God's plan for me, but parang it wasn't really the target that I should be hitting. And, yun pala, God has, a whole big world and picture that He wants me to do. Yun, surrender. Surrender is very important when it comes to fulfilling your dreams. And I'm not saying that I've fulfilled my dream. I'm still in that area of trying to conquer the adulting life, figuring things out. And I think our whole lives will really be a process. It will really be a process of learning, unlearning, and relearning things. Ayan. So, of course, ito yung empanada. So, hindi ko muna ubusin. Baka maubos ko agad. And then, of course, guys, Ilocano food wouldn't be complete without your bagnet and longganisa. So, tawag dito, guys, it's called a King's Meal. So, there. King's Meal. You have bagnet, Ilocos longganisa, fried rice, yung itlog na maalat, and then KBL. So, yung KBL, guys, ibig sabihin ng KBL is kamatis, bagoong, and lasona. Lasona is onions. So, yan. Actually, guys, di ako mahilig sa bagoong. So, set aside ko muna to. Yung bagoong isda, I don't eat talaga. And, yan, bagnet, King's Meal. Yan, yung King's Meal. And then, of course, you have your longga meal. Siyempre, longganisa lang. Yan. And then, you also have yung chicken loco. Or the version of Empanada Nation, chicken inasal. So, yan. Guys, bago ko kasi maubos, mami, hindi ko na masabi kung ano sila. And of course, ito, kasi rinihit ko na, shoot ko kasi yung iba kanina. Nung isang araw. This is crispy dinogoan. So, ito na yung remnants ng crispy dinogoan. So, yung crispy dinogoan, yung difference ng crispy dinogoan is bagnet, tas may bagis, yung intestine na fried, na crispy. So, from the name itself, crispy dinogoan. Hindi siya than the usual. Ito yung favorite ko, sa kanang mom ko. Super. As in. Super na, diba? As in pa. Sarap. And of course, wait lang. So, syempre na-figure nyo lang ako, diba? Parang ASMR. And you have here, it's called dinoy-doy. Ito yung isa sa favorite ko na gulay or Ilocano veggies na specialties aside from silipakbet. So, there you go. So, ano siya? Mash siya na squash or dinurog na squash with ampalaya. Alam mo, bihira lang kumakain talaga ng ampalaya. Pero, ito napapakain nga ako. Kasi, hindi ko na masyado natitaste yung ampalaya because of the squash and the bagnet. So, yan. I love yan. Tawag dito ay dinoy-doy. So, yan. Ayun. So, balik tayo sa pinag-uusapan natin. So, dreams, aspirations, visions, guys. So, alam nyo na, guys, minsan talaga frustrating. Yung parang may ibang tao, years. Yung ibang tao, years na yung ginagawa nila. Pero parang feeling nila, they don't make it yet. But, honestly, yun lang ko. Honestly, guys, parang in our own lifetime, feeling ko naman talaga will never really like make it. Parang it's really a continuous process of pursuing. And I think the peace lang that I really have is that, and I always pray, is that lagi ako na dun sa center of God's will. Na, I mean, things will really be bad. Especially now dahil pandemic, guys. I know there are a lot of people who are having a hard time. And I won't say na parang, if you are experiencing bad things now, you know, God is just teaching you a lesson. God is just, yes, maybe God is teaching you a lesson. But siguro one thing that I can share is that if you're experiencing hardships or frustrations right now, is that God is alive. Siguro that's the only assurance that I can share and I can tell to myself continually, God is alive and God is sovereign. And I pray that if you are feeling down, discouraged, or maraming pinagdadaanan sa panahon ngayon, you'll use this time to trust God even more. And to really seek God more kung hindi pa. Kasi parang I've known a lot of people who started to actually pray. Started to pray dahil sa pandemic na to. And even me, even though I'm already a Christian, I've been walking with God, I got to trust God more. Siguro a bit of a trivia. So, yun nga guys. So, Empanada Nation. So, I'm part of the Empanada Nation family. So, I help them with the marketing side. So, actually nakakatuwa kasi that's why naisip ko nga again, dreams and vision. Kasi parang I felt like I've witnessed like parts of how things are because they're my friends. So, actually yun nga, di ba, na-share ko na it started with Lace talaga. 8 years ago, team niya to, ganyan. Tapos dati hindi ko pa alam na si Lace pala may-ari. And then, yung mom ko, sobrang favorite niya yung crispy dinuguan. Tapos parang sabi niya, parang kamukha ng sister ni Eunice, yung friend ko. Yan. So parang eventually, sila pala may-ari. Then, parang 2-3 years ago, I think, my friend, her name is Eunice, who is also a franchisee, or I think the first franchisee of Empanada Nation, who is also now the interior design partner of Liz, na siya yung nag-design ng mga recent na Empanada Nation branches. She actually started Empanada Nation during the lowest point, one of the lowest points of her life. I think, because she is, diba, an interior design graduate. So, what happened is that, she failed the interior design licensure exam. And then, parang nag-open yung opportunity for her to do Empanada Nation. And then, together with some partners, with the help of their parents also. And of course, her sister. So, ang galing kasi parang, it's also part of their life. Na parang minsan feeling natin, dun sa sobrang down or lowest points of our lives, that's how and when God will actually open up those opportunities for you. So, you just have to continually trust God. So, like, for example, Eunice is really a close friend of mine. So, parang, I've witnessed yung mga struggles niya when she was starting out. Kasi she doesn't really have, like, background naman doing restaurant and all. Diba? So, parang, talagang clueless siya nung una. Parang, syempre may help din naman like, from Lace and all. Tapos, parang dati, she would ask me about HR stuff. Kasi I used to work in HR din. Tapos, I run a studio and I was also a brand manager before. So, parang she would ask me about admin stuff, ganyan, parang when she was starting out. So, parang because of that, I got to witness also, parang yung journey. So, parang, aside from favorite naman talaga namin kainin din yung meals from Empanada. Like, hindi dahil friend lang namin sila. But, we really love the food. Sobra, as in, namin, ng mga barkada namin. And then, yun, parang I got to witness din the journey. And I was surprised because, during the pandemic, actually, it's really a blessing din for me how this opportunity started. So, parang I wasn't really thinking about it. Parang I'm just the type of person na, you know, who loves to... Wait lang, magbagnet muna tayo. Yan. I'm just the type of person who loves to help other people. Who loves to parang connect people with one another. And yun, parang when they were reopening their branches, lutong ng bagnet, when they were reopening the branches during the pandemic, parang kasi since I'm into vlogging, ganyan, parang there are some people that I can connect them with. Parang doon nag-start. Tapos eventually, parang na-realize sila na, pero ang galing guys, diba? For the past 8 years, parang they not, parang, because the food is really good, parang, syempre there are a lot of walk-ins. Parang hindi nalaga sila super into marketing, like online, what all those things. Parang na-feel nila yung need. So, that's when I got in to also help out in the company. So, ang galing din kasi of course, it came as a blessing for me and I really love doing marketing. Kaya from the name itself, marketing. So, yun. I really appreciate it and really working with people that are close to you, who are, you know, who you've seen the journey is really a plus because it feels like family also. Iyak na ako. And honestly guys, that's why we really encourage you to support local. Kasi imagine, even though parang isipin nyo, ang dami nyo namang branch, dami nyo namang ano, pero you know, all these branches are really struggling because there's still rent, there's still utilities, there are people na you needed to retain so that they can have jobs. Parang yun naman yung purpose eh. Pero when you have a business, is to really provide jobs for people. Parang hindi lang for the kita, hindi lang for your own gain, but really provide jobs for people. And I really see that. And then I know a lot of people won't know, but I just want to acknowledge and just share that. Because I witnessed kasi the things that happens behind. And how blessed I am seeing them, like the sisters. Parang extended sisters ko na din sila since I work with them. How they take care of their employees. Kasi parang, like, they even house their employees, ganyan, give them, parang, place to stay in that is near the... Kasi syempre wala pang public transportation na maayos, diba? Needed a place to stay in, yan. They even sponsor like the food and all. So, diba, parang not everyone really does that. And it's not really actually required. But they do that because they are followers of Christ. Because they love God. And I think, as long as... And it's really one thing that I want to share, especially to bosses, to business people, even though you're struggling, is that I know it's really hard, but as long as you are following and doing your business God's way, I mean, the Lord is not madamot. The Lord will really also bless you 100-fold. So, kayo can be a blessing to other people. So, yan. So, ano ba tong binuksan ko? So, here, guys, this is Empanada Nation's crispy garlic chips and oil. So, there. Hope you can see it. So, yan. Masarap siya, syempre, together with your ulam. So, crispy. In oil. And then, ayun. Sarap siya. And, yun, speaking of merchandise, so aside from this garlic chips, Empanada Nation actually has they sell na their cold delight, frozen delights, or frozen hindi meals, frozen merchandise, for like the longganisa and then the bagnet, and then also the tapa. And then aside from that, you can also order to the branches nearest you, like this one, the chicha corn. So, galing to talaga sa Ilocos. Ayan. Then, yun, if you wanna order, guys, you can order in the branches nearest you. So, you can check out our page for the branches na meron available. And also, guys, we are available in the Lazada app. So, for now, what I know is that delivery is in Metro Manila muna. Since super bago pa lang niya sa Lazada app. But yun, guys, we might expand. Let's see. So, yun, please check out Empanada Nation on your Lazada app as well. So, And I was sharing dreams, aspirations, visions. So, yun. Parang I got to witness then their journey. As in, like for example, with my friend, na since she's also the interior designer, whenever she does like site visits, parang, I remember it was her birthday. Parang, last year, or 2 years ago, I forgot. Tapos sinurprise namin siya ni Wee sa bahay. Pero after no nag-site visit kami, Holy Week yun. Kasi nagre-renovate. I think they're renovating Makati branch during that time. So, yun. And then, whenever she does murals, yan, she does the murals also of the new branches of Empanada Nation together with another friend naman din si Ryan. So guys, if you are looking for commission work for murals, yan guys, I'll be placing it here, somewhere here, how you can contact them as well. Yan. And yun, siguro one thing that I just have 3 points for you guys. If you are actually praying and thinking about your dreams or aspirations in life, first is that you have to pray about it. You have to pray and surrender it to God. So that's very, very important. I mean, gusto ko lang i-share, baka naman sabihin ng iba, like especially since a lot of people are watching this, there are different audiences. People might think that, okay, pray, who do I pray for? Well, POV, I'm a Christian, and I'm a Christian girl. I'm a Christian, so my faith really has a big part in how I decide on things. It's really my foundation with every decision that I have to make. So I really ask God for wisdom for every decision that I have to make. Kahit mga small things lang yan. So yan, first is pray and surrender it to God. And then next, on the practical side, number 2, on the practical side is that you have to write it down. So, if you have plans, visions, mga, kahit sabi mo trivial yan, write it down, you record it. Para hindi mawawala, diba? Kasi parang kung spur of the moment lang, mawawala yung idea. So, you have to write it down. And then, next, as you pray and surrender, you write it down, you ask for collaborators. You pray for people who will be with you in doing that. It can be working in a company or working with another person because you need collaborators. Always remember that you are not alone. And you should never be alone. And, you know, as I always repeat, collaboration is always the key. And our aim is always completion rather than competition. Kasi, well, healthy competitions are good. Actually, in marketing, just a trivia, a little bit of a trivia. For example, Coke and Pepsi, diba, they are parang the greatest competitors when it comes to colas, diba, or bottled drinks. But, kunyari, there's a vending machine, there's just a Coca-Cola there. You know, they will actually sell lesser than if there's another vending machine with Pepsi on the other side. Competition actually makes people think if they will get one of each, and it will double up the sales pa. So, competition is actually healthy. As long as, guys, you respect each other, you don't bash one another, you help one another, you actually synergize and help one another. So, there. And collaboration is really the key. So, pray and surrender, write it down, collaborate. And then next, 4th is you have to keep on sharpening the saw. You have to keep on growing, you have to keep exploring, you have to keep on working on things, diba, that you can improve. So each day is always remember, guys, that every day is an opportunity to grow. Every day is an opportunity to be a better version of yourself. So yan. Hope, guys, enjoy nyo naman. So I will now eat the rest of my food. And guys, please don't forget to always support your local restaurants, local online sellers, yung mga friends nyo, mag-barter kayo with one another. And guys, I know we're still in the middle of the pandemic. It's really, really hard for most people. So, yan, again, guys, let's do our part of protecting ourselves by wearing your mask, washing your hands, observing social distancing, guys, praying for this country, guys. can I just say more? Pray for this country. We all need our prayers. I mean, sometimes it's really, really frustrating when we see things in the news with everything that's been happening, but the thing that we can do best is actually really pray for our country. Next is really to use our influence for the things that are beneficial, and you know guys, huwag tayo magpakalat ng fake news. And then third is doing our part. If you can help someone, maybe in your local community or a friend of yours who are struggling right now, you have some means to do so, guys, do it. Help others na. Huwag nyo nang antayin yung government to do that if you can help other people already. So, yun guys. So, before I say goodbye, I will eat again some bagnet. Para lang makita nyo yung crispiness. And guys, so if you have been blessed or you've learned something from this, vlog, so just comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe and also follow Empanada Nation on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and soon, YouTube. Alright guys, so again, this has been Mariane. Bye!